What's up, What Do You Watchers? Geoffrey Kawakami here, talking 3 Turkey Day episodes, Sitcommentary. Now, Modern Family had their 3 storylines. They had Phil and Claire trying to out-turkey each other. They had Mitch and Cam trying to tell their daughter no. They had Jay and Gloria hiding upstairs. So all 3 storylines, they not only dovetail at the end, but they actually are interweaved throughout the whole story. The show is so tightly shot that one joke hits in one storyline, another joke hits in another storyline impacts that storyline. It's really ridiculous what they're able to do, and it's a dovetailing effect that every sitcom on television needs to shoot for. Now, as the show often does, they come together in one massive cast scene at the end, and you gotta think, those scenes are so hard to shoot because as an actor, you're dealing with such an amazing plethora of comedic talent in that scene. It's gotta be overwhelming. I don't know how they do it, yet somehow, I'm sure it's multiple takes, but everybody hits. And especially Sofia Vergara, who is congratulating Luke with his turkey on the spot. That's a performance. She's not just a pretty face to look at and pretty body to look at. She's also a comedic giant on a show full of comedic giants. My other favorite show at the moment, New Girl, also had its Thanksgiving episode, or as they like to call it, Thanksgiving. Now, a show of 20-something-year-olds, you gotta have a lot of sex, alright? Or at least the quest for sex. Because that's what it's all about these days, and you gotta be real. If you wanna be a sitcom, you gotta be real. You have a serious comedic actress like Zooey Deschanel do this accidentally unbuttoning the top of her dress while she's talking to this guy who she likes, but she, is trying to tell him, no, this can't happen, and yet he's like, did you mean to unbutton the top of your dress then? She still went for it, you don't know whose idea it was or whatever, but the fact that she was game for it and, played it to a T, you gotta give her some respect for that. I do love how Coach and his arm and his massive arm girl, Guns girl, they go to arm wrestle on a table full of broken glass. If you notice, you can see it, and it definitely looks like Coach slams her hand right where the broken glass was. Yeah, a Thanksgiving episode always has to have struggle because that's what makes it seem like real Thanksgiving. And you had the Nick and Jess relationship kind of show up at the end. It wasn't present because they're already past the Nick and Jess relationship, and I honestly was getting a little tired of it because it was showing up every episode. But the way that it comes together at the end dovetails. I'm all about the dovetailing. It brought the 2 different storylines, Nick and Jess, is 2 storylines together, and we saw that they were really kind of one and the same storyline, kind of, sort of. Only one of them included an old Asian man. So that brought the episode to a close, as well as bringing the episode into its place within the series. 3rd Turkey Day episode, I'm going to be talking about the Goldbergs. Now, they're trying to do Thanksgiving in the 80s, which means by the end of the episode, every family member needs to be yelling at each other. Now, I cannot imagine this show without Wendy McClendon-Covey, who plays the mom on the show, Beverly. She's from Reno 911. She drops bleeps better than anyone I can ever remember on a television show. It's not that big of a deal. It's just cussing, but getting bleeped. But it's different than cussing on The Sopranos, cussing on a sitcom, right? And for some reason, the bleeps, I love the bleeps. Now, as a 31-year-old who is currently trying to beat Red Dead Redemption for the 3rd time, I can definitely relate to enjoying video games and then trying to talk to someone who thinks that they are a waste of time and ridiculous and stupid and rot your brain and are a liberal conspiracy to control our minds. And anyway, this show is getting some definite legs. The family is gelling together in a way that they can have these moments like the end of Thanksgiving dinner where they have a real family moment, which you always want to have in a Thanksgiving episode, blah, 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 blah. Everybody loves each other. That's the kind of thing that gives longevity to a sitcom, is real moments that people can look back on and say, you know what? That made me feel something. So if you find yourself bored on Thanksgiving and you gave my Sitcommentary a watch, give those episodes a try too, because they were legitimate Thanksgiving episodes in a world where holiday episodes of sitcoms are kind of a dime a dozen.